The thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet him a bite, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Shut down, shut down. Get it, baby. Let's go home.
Now Wilson on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. What do you need? 11, 11. 2, 2, 2.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
95, 95. 95, 95. 95, 95. Come on, let's go.
This time Wilson will throw. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Brian Orakpo. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Caught left side, Garcon. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
21. Here we go. 180. 180.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got you. 11. Here we go. 180. 12.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
11. 180. 6. 12.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
11. 2.
Garoppolo looks to throw. A dump off for Abdullah. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
12.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Looking for Garcon. He's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Pierre Garcon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 50, check 50.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Hey, over here, over here. Got it, got it. Hang out, bam, bam.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now Garoppolo out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Throwing his Garoppolo on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
36 power. 14. Check 4.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Finding room to the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back here right after this. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
95.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. After the penalty, it's Penny, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
13.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle to Garcon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. On second down, Wilson. It's caught. Lock it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Wilson now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
95.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10 now. Wilson got an open man. It's Ratley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Out to his left. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
21. By 20.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
By 20.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11.
Check. Watch the D4.
Go ahead.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught by Garcon. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, Abdullah. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
We got three, fellas.
180.
They go with Abdullah again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go. 180.
Here's McKinnon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Well, fellas, here we go. 180.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
He's going to get it running right. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal.
21, 21. 180, 180.
Toss play to McKinnon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2
21,
here.
21. 12, 12. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Wilson now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Sheldon Day able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Caught left side, Garcon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Niner 1st down. Garoppolo to Garcon.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Garoppolo, 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
21.
They run with Breida, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Right there. Make it go. 6.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Garoppolo now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here we go. Like 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Black 80! 180! Black! 21. Here we go. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Wilson now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Wilson operating from the gun. Ebron with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, Wilson. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
21. Black 80.
Here's Breida. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Here we go. 180. Switch. 65.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
180. Hey, go. 13.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Let's go. Big series right here. You got to step it up.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? Here's Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hey, gun. Here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Zebra. Hey, he lurked.
Play out. Bam.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here's another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And that will write a finish to this ball